aka Eileen the Little Craft. Additional information about this show, arts, cast, and everything in between, and the Little Craft show, which is on YouTube. Additional information for both shows can be found on my website, eileenlittlecraft.com. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. First off, I would like to wish everyone a happy Friday. And secondly, well, actually, I should have been first, but I would love to wish my amazing, funny, hardworking, dependable, my everything, David San Jose, my husband, a happy birthday and many, many more. Actually, technically, he is a leap year baby. So, but anyways, just remembering a funny joke that my sister posted about even though it's only until next year. But anyways, happy birthday, my love, and thank you for being who you are. And I hope that you have an awesome, amazing day and a great weekend. All right, even though, I know you gotta work, but it is what it is, unfortunately. All right, guys, so moving right along, I know I gotta get my stuff together. I have not made a video. I have not done anything, and I've just been procrastinating. And this kind of leads me into what I was thinking about. Is YouTube in trouble? That's what I'm thinking. Are YouTubers in trouble? I don't know. I don't know which whatchamacallit that I want to use, because I'll think about it as I'm going through this process. I've been stuck in trying to make videos, not because I'm not getting any views. I just have not been feeling it, and I just kind of feel like the platform has not been very kind, to certain groups or whatever. I kind of felt like it's always been the bloggers, the vloggers, and the what is that? The jokers that really got pranksters that really got a lot of attention, and and I kind of seen some of these videos, and I thought, that looked like it went a little too far. And one great example is it Daddy05 or Family-05? They were taken down from YouTube, which, because it turns out that they, in fact, were taking it too far. And it was sad to watch their channel. I did watch a little bit of it just to see before they were taken down what was going on, and I was like, oh man, this is definitely not good. Like, this does not sit well on my stomach. Before that, we had this ad apocalypse. I think it started with a famous YouTuber that they started with PewDiePie. I think because he used the N-word originally while playing a video game of sorts, and then that happened. And I was very angry about that, and I'm still angry about that, because one, I kind of feel like the N-word in anybody's language should not be used. I personally don't like that word. I think that it's not, I understand what people are saying, that I remember, speaking to one of my classmates in college, and I was like, how do you justify using that word? I said, because when I grew up, that was like really a word that I know that people really got hurt over mentally and physically, like that just it doesn't sit well. Like what like, and because she kind of looked at me puzzled. I said, because where I grew up at on the Lower East Side, projects, Puerto Ricans, blacks, you just didn't say that to somebody like that. That's like not a word you use. And if you heard somebody say that to your friend, you're like, no, you didn't just say that to my friend. What's wrong with you? And vice versa. If they called us, a word that, didn't sit right with them, and they knew it wasn't a word that they should be using. It just, and let me make sure my mic is good. So therefore, I've grown up in a sense that she looked at me and then she understood, like, oh yeah, I grew up, and I guess maybe, because at that time I didn't look older than she was, but she understood where I was coming from. And then she was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, to bring back the power or whatever. But still certain groups can't say it, because they don't know where it's coming from. And I see the point. I get it. I still don't feel comfortable with it, no matter what. But that's just me. The Japanese forest thing. So basically that hurt YouTube. The Japanese forest thing hurt YouTube. I think it was some also thing on the YouTube children's app, which really, really, really made advertisers scared in the wake. But before they launched, in my opinion, the app, the children's app, I kind of felt like they should have cleaned up the mess that they made during this second ad apocalypse. The reason being is because they basically were saying that new YouTubers or small creators, the way, in my opinion, this is just me, and I know that YouTube has explained themselves, but every time I'm like, I'm not buying it. That small YouTubers basically were bad actors, and they made all these promises and they didn't keep it. And then they decided to give you the 1,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So at first it was something else, and then it was hilariously funny once everybody started hitting that threshold. The beginning, because I can't remember it the first time. I think it's 40,000 watch hours now. I'm not too sure, but anyways, you guys can look that information up. Once everybody started really hitting that threshold really hard, word of mouth, really using other platforms to have friends, families, other people that are interested in their particular niche, say, hey, I need help. I need viewers. I want, to be part of the monetization program. So once everybody really started hitting their grind, like they was like everyone says you gotta do, when you watch those gurus who are really motivational, that basically say, hey, you gotta really hit that grind, you gotta make that video, you gotta do this, and once everybody really started stepping up the pace and hitting that faster than others, YouTube decided that they were going to change it around and say, no, we need this from you guys, and this needs to be happening. But there was still cracks in the system that they never addressed. Yes, somebody showed something that they wasn't supposed to be showing, which is basically, unfortunately, a body of a deceased man. Somebody used a word which they should never use. But older videos have been probably even more, used those words in the past, and they probably never got flagged. I have seen videos where things doesn't look kosher in the way the person is sitting, the way the person is moving their feet. Yes, I actually saw this video, and I will get to the story in a minute. And the reason why I say I wonder if YouTube is in trouble, because yet again, we're having some problems with minors, people being very disgusting, perverts, pedophiles, whatever you call them, that are basically leaving comments on their channels. So now what YouTube has decided was basically turn the tables on the creator, and basically are saying that you're in charge of your channel, and if you basically don't take care of this, then you're the one that's basically going to be in trouble. And I'm paraphrasing. And then I watched another video that basically said that if a child is in your video, you can't put your comments on. Like, your comments will no longer be done. So it's kind of like, people say comments are really important, and I really get that. So I think that what we as YouTubers really need to do is basically need to watch our comments. Basically, nobody could put anything on until we can see it first. And if people can't understand that, then I guess there's going to be a lot of problems. But I just find it really odd that instead of really going after these types of channels, I kind of feel like they're going after the whole community, and they're not seeing that, oh, this is the good creator and this is the bad creator. I kind of feel like they're going after the good creators, and the bad ones seem to just kind of go under the radar. Because I'm telling you guys, alright, so I was looking into attendance, and I watched a video, and then I clicked on something else, and then the video started getting a little weird. And I was like, nah, this can't be possible. I was actually looking for relief from my attendance. I've been having some issues, and I'm thinking, okay, this video looked good, okay, and I keep going a little deeper, and I went a little even more deeper. And this is exactly the same thing that happened with another YouTuber, and I don't remember his name at this point. This is exactly what happened to him. He saw a comment, he started digging in deeper, and basically it became a thing where he was successful enough to notify YouTube what is going on. They have changed their strike programs. Personally, I kind of feel like they should have just left it alone with their strike program, because I kind of feel like, again, when you go after your comment sections, you lose viewership, because people are saying, oh, well, why are they trying to hide their comments? If they're going to say something, especially, people who like to talk about, what's going on in makeup, hair, this and that, because people like to agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Anyways, so they basically are saying that you get a warning, then you get your comments disabled, and I'm like, that's not the point. The point is, it's just that they are still making the video. The video is up. The video is up, and therefore, if it is a video where it's somebody that's basically outright, breaking the rules of YouTube and making these kind of pervy videos, or doing things, making, like I said, against YouTube rules and guidelines, regulations, whatever, that video should automatically be gone. There shouldn't be anything where, oh, you get a warning, oh, you get your comments taken away, and then a third strike. I just feel like, okay, the video should be taken off, the person given a warning, second or third time, then, maybe even the second time. But I don't feel like the way they're doing this is, the way they're going after the creators is just like, it's just this thing where if somebody leaves a comment that is pervy or disgusting or degrading, you basically get in trouble for that. And I'm like, dude, seriously? We can't control every little niche on our channel sometimes. We can't see that right away unless we're up all night, I mean, I remember the first nasty comment I got, and I was like, when did this happen? Like, I don't even know when that comment came about. And I was like, I left it up there because I was like, you know what? I don't want this person to think that I'm petty. I'm open-minded. But then now with this new thing of YouTube, having, suspend your comments, this and a third, I'm like, you know what? I might as well post this as spam and just call it a day. And, so that I don't get in trouble and lose my channel because of some idiot that wants to leave a stupid, nasty comment on your channel. I find that so ridiculous. Why is it that the good creators who are basically doing what they're supposed to do, following all the rules and regulations, are the ones that are getting hurt by the bad creators? Like, that does not make any sense. I think that the way YouTube is handling the situation right now is basically garbage, because I really don't know what else to say that is being nice about it. That's not the word that I want to use. It kind of feel like it's just really below garbage standards, and I feel like they're just doing a lazy job, and I understand that, that yes, we need to take care of our channels, we need to be more proactive, but at the same time, if somebody's going after you, then instead of the person that they're going after, you should be going after the troll. YouTube should be going after the troll, not after the creator. That's just stupid, in my opinion. It makes no sense, and everybody's like really worried about what's going on. I'm telling you, there are still, to this day, many videos that are just really disgusting and really sick. I clicked on a couple of videos. I'm going to not lie to you and tell you. I reported the channel because I knew exactly where they were going. These were little soft smut, in my opinion. So it was really, really, really hard. Like, I watched like maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm like, yeah, this is definitely it. One video I definitely had to watch a little bit longer, and it made my stomach curl, and I'm like, oh yeah, definitely 100% sure. Because I don't want to put, somebody and get somebody in trouble where the video is basically not what I think it is. And, so it was really, really disgusting. And so YouTube has a huge, big problem already on their hands. And instead of, really figuring out how are they going to get the stuff off of YouTube, they are just basically going after the creators. Instead of saying things, encouragement, like, yeah, if you see this, really say something. Don't leave, really get into comments. If somebody is basically putting comments on your thing, have your subscribers mark it as spam. You mark it as spam, so that you and your community of viewers and subscribers, are safe, whether they're how old they are. I recently watched or heard a video where they were talking about the reason why they curse so much in their videos. And I was just like, interesting. So I listened to this, and I got the most... I literally wanted to puke. Like, I was so disgusting. And I'm like, you know what? That is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Basically, what the creators were saying that, if you let your kids listen to rap music, or if you let your kids listen to rap music, is basically the same thing. And I'm like, I don't really let my son listen to that kind of music. I don't let my son, let me not say I don't let him listen to rap music. I don't let him listen to explicit language, because he's a young teenage boy. Like, I know he's going to hear it eventually, and things, but I don't want to bombard him, with all this language. And, you could agree to disagree, but I'm like, that's not a justification. That's not a justification. That is so stupid. It's just, I don't know, like I said, creators are just taking liberties and using what, they can get away with, and then fly under the radar. And I'm telling you guys, these perverts are so good. They think that they're so slick. And I'm telling you, YouTube is, in my opinion, I feel like YouTube is letting them win. YouTube is letting them win. And good creators are basically paying the price with all this another ad apocalypse. I'm thinking, is this the third, or is this the fourth one? I don't even know anymore. Like, it's just disgusting. And YouTube needs to get it together. And I understand that it's their platform, and they're there to make money. And, it's just really crazy. So, just be aware of what's going on. Monitor your channels. Anybody who is under a certain age, just be aware that your comments will not be available. There are new guidelines that are going around for YouTube. You may want to take a gander and look into that. And yeah, seriously, guys, YouTube creators are in trouble. That's exactly what I'm going to call this. YouTube creators, the good YouTube creators are in trouble. Just ridiculous. Anyway, guys, if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, please leave them down below. Or you can always email me your thoughts or your questions or whatever. Please be nice about it. My email address is eileen@eileenlittlecraft.com. And again, happy birthday, honey. I love you. And I will see you next Friday, next week. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.